We are about 26 minutes away from tip-off as we are sitting here all the way down on this side. Perfect seats. We're right here outside of the foul line extended. Meadowcreek is warming up in front of us. We welcome in everyone, and what a pleasure it is to work with you again.
I'm very excited about this because this is the matchup we've been talking about throughout the course of the year, and to be able to say that this is the final matchup in 7A, couldn't ask for a better seat at any place.
We have seen Meadowcreek, we have seen Mceachern, and we have 25 minutes to talk this thing out, and there's plenty to talk about.
Absolutely.
Let's start, though, where you have to start, at the top of the hill. The number one team in the nation, the Mceachern Indians, they come in at 31-0. Head coach is Mike Thompson, his 11th season. But then some will say you got to start with the defending state champ, and that is the Meadowcreek Mustangs at 26-5, and the head coach Curtis Gillian in his third year. You have a championship yourself at the collegiate level as an assistant. So I will flip the coin. Number one in the state, in the nation now, or the defending state champs? Where do you start?
I think you have to start with the defending state champs.
That will be the Meadowcreek Mustangs, and you know they're led by Jamir, Chaplin, Damian Dunn, and Jalen Benjamin. Just some Mustangs this season.
What I've seen from Meadowcreek all year long is very plain and simple. They've been consistent offensively and defensively. They are the epitome of sharing and caring, as you like to talk about. When you start to look at this team overall, it is one to where on any given night, and we've seen it in back-to-back games where Jalen Benjamin got them off to a fast start and everybody else played off of that. But at the beginning of the year, we saw Jamir Chaplin, right? At the same time, we've seen Damian Dunn. Everybody has stepped up at some point throughout the course of the year. That is what's going to make this a very hard team to beat tonight in my mind.
There are so many moving parts and moving pieces to the Meadowcreek Mustangs who are fittingly warming up in front of us. Kedrick Green just walked by, gave us some depth. Let's talk about this young sophomore. I mean, we said earlier in the year he's a seasoned sophomore. Coach, he led this team last year at the point guard spot as a freshman.
Right.
Now here he is in the state championship again as a sophomore. There's still 2 more years to go. His stats don't jump out. 3.8 points per game, 2.2 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. But it is unquestionably his leadership on the floor why he's a vital cog for the Meadowcreek Mustangs.
The most important reason why he's a vital cog is very simple, Joel. He started when he needed to. He didn't complain about coming off the bench. Once he comes into the game, he makes things happen. He is a guy that I've said it all year long. He impacts winning without scoring the basketball. And what's even more important is he's going to be put on different guys, whether it's Sharife Cooper, right, whether it's Alan Breed. He's going to be put on different guys tonight to where he's going to have to step in and use his size and use his basketball IQ to his advantage. I think that he's going to show us once again why, in our minds, he is one of the unsung heroes of this Meadowcreek team and one of the top sophomores in the state.
Inside of the Macon Coliseum, inside the Macon Centerplex, Joe Hillsman, Lewis Preston courtside. We're about 23 minutes away from tip-off of the boys' 7A state championship. We're talking right now in our pregame show specifically about the Meadowcreek Mustangs. Come in at 25-6. 2 losses to Georgia teams, Norcross and Grayson. We had the privilege of actually seeing the Norcross-Grayson game earlier in the playoffs.
Right. They're
out of state, Mountain Brook, Alabama. Let's start with the losses, not glorifying them, but talking about there has been chatter, there has been talk, and Meadowcreek is good enough to win this basketball game over an undefeated Mceachern team despite the 5 losses.
I agree with whoever has been having those discussions and chatter. And the reason is because their schedule has bared out exactly the reason why that they're here. Once again, Curtis Gillian did not duck anybody. They have played a great schedule. We were at the Wasatch Academy game.
Yes.
Right?
Very impressive team.
And Wasatch has a minimum of 5 high majors, 8 Division I players, maybe 9 on their roster. We know what Mountain Brook's all about with Trenton Wofford, right? And so once again, here is a team that has played quality competition. They have been through the battles. right? And one of the things is you can't beat experience in certain points.
You just can't get away from it. They're out-of-state victories: South Shore, New York, Lakewood, South Carolina, and Brentwood, Tennessee. So quality losses, 3-3. They're currently riding a 6-game winning streak. When you talk about preparing for an opponent, you talk about the common opponent. Norcross and Mountain Brook, the common opponent for Mceachern. Meadowcreek 2-1 against Norcross this season. What do you think that Mceachern may have been able to see on
side? I'm looking at somebody like Jared Jones. Can get Watkins come and make some of the best, if not the best, in-game adjustments and halftime adjustments that I've seen in 7A.
They come in allowing 50.4 points per game on the season defensively. During the playoffs, that number is down to 47. Last year, when they had the big post presence, they said they wanted to hold teams to 50. He didn't talk about it as much this season, but they're right there in line with that. Defensively, what makes Meadowcreek so effective and so strong?
What makes them effective are three things. Their rotations. They do a great job of defending without fouling, right? And more importantly, they only allow you one shot. There are always 5 guys rebounding the ball. Sometimes we've seen the ball actually hit the ground before somebody recovers it, which tells you that they are putting bodies, and I'm talking about not bodies just in the paint. We're talking about 18 to 20 feet away.
Meadowcreek and Mceachern as we preview it right here on Total Sports Coverage and also the Gamecast on SUV TV. Joe Hillsman and Lewis Preston, glad that you're with us. We will take an extended break, 3-minute break coming up right now, and when we come back, we'll look at the other side in the number 1 team in the nation, the Mceachern Indians. You're listening to the GHSA Boys 7A State Championship.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
Every time we open our doors, we change just a little bit. Every blade of grass, every rose petal, every pen location. But the one thing that doesn't change is our commitment to an exceptional golfing experience. Being prepared to give it our all 364 days a year is not just a credo. It's our soul.
And that we are courtside for the boys GHSA 7A state championship game between the Meadowcreek Mustangs and the Mceachern Indians. Flipping over now, joined by Coach Preston. Let's take a look at the Mceachern Indians. 31-0, and Mike Thompson is. Coach, we talked about strength of schedule. An impressive number for this Mceachern bunch, which I'll get into later. But first, you've got to talk about this team. What do you see from this Mceachern Indian team that makes them so good?
They're so good because they have a variety of different pieces. What starts, we all know, with Sharife Cooper. Sharife Cooper does a great job. He is truly the straw that stirs the drink, as we like to talk about on the collegiate level. The most important thing is that not only is he able to get other guys and hit other guys in that sweet spot, he's knocked down a lot of dagger shots more this year than I've seen in years past.
Coming in at 27.8 points per game, leading scorer at the point guard spot.
Right.
Isaac Okoro, 22.7, second leading scorer. Coop puts up a lot of points, 27.8, Sharife Cooper. Is he going to be able to have to do that? We've seen it time and time again in big games, especially when they play big-time national opponents. This is a big-time national opponent, in my opinion, in Meadowcreek. Is Sharife going to need another 25-plus night?
I think he's going to need that type of night, and maybe a little bit more, all depending on what Meadowcreek does defensively. And if they're able to figure out a way to neutralize Isaac Okoro, if they're able to figure out a way to keep Jared Jones off that double-double line, not only Cooper, I think Allen Bree's going to have to step up and knock down and do some things as well.
Good point they're bringing in on Allen Breed. I like what his game has brought in as well. But let's move over. I know you love Northwestern signee double-double Jared Jones. 10.7 points per game, 10.2 rebounds. I saw last week in the semifinals how big of a factor he was. 9 points in the first half, all of them on topside threes, but it was his rim protection that did it for me in setting the tone defensively for the Indians.
And once again, by setting the tone defensively and being able to do what he can do, spreading the floor out offensively, I keep telling people this. I can't think of a young man right now in this state who may have picked a better school for himself. That being in regards to Jared Jones for two reasons. He is great in the half court, which the Big Ten is well known for. He has a very high basketball IQ as well. And with that high basketball IQ, he's able to do a variety of different things. And with that variety is going to make Meadowcreek have to make some adjustments throughout the game, especially if he's not only sharing and carrying, as you like to say, but if he's coming and knocking down that trail three-point shot.
I love the way he does it with that trail three-point shot as Jared Jones. You talked about Allen Breed, 9.8 points. Also a key factor in the corners, Quentin McElroy, 8.3 points, 3.5 assists. The sneaky lefty will hit you when it may matter most.
Exactly, and that's one of the things that I know they're going to need tonight in order for them. If they want to take the crown from Meadowcreek, there's going to be some guys, an Allen Breed, a Kelroy. These young men are going to have to step up because we know what we're going to get out of their big three, that being Sharife Cooper, Isaac Okoro, and Jared Jones.
We'll step out, take this break, less than 12 minutes away from the tip right here courtside from the Macon Coliseum inside the Macon Centerplex. backcourt side with you right here. Total Sports coverage on the scene along with the SUV TV Live Gamecast. Joel Hillsman, Lewis Preston. We are taking a look and chopping it up each way we can between the 7A boys state championship game opponents, the Mceachern Indians and the Meadowcreek Mustangs. Lastly, here in this last segment, Coach, let's go ahead and break it down. We flip over on the other side. Jalen Benjamin going to UAB. Jamir Chaplin going to South Florida. Damian Dunn going to Temple. Talk about each three of those and why they're going to be effective at their collegiate level at their schools.
I'm going to start with Jalen Benjamin at UAB. I think Coach Eason and his staff's done a great job in being able to evaluate him. He's going to be that firecracker for them that they need, not only with his ability to score, but also what he can bring to the floor defensively as well. Really looking forward to his career when he moves on here from the more unsung heroes on this team. He is efficient in the mid-range. He can knock down the three. He rebounds the ball. He has great size, great ability. I got to give Sean Trice and Temple credit for coming down here and plucking one out of the Peach State. And I think he's going to be a young man that we're going to look back in the A10, or not in the A10, in the AAC next year, and we're going to see him potentially on that all-freshman team. Jamir Chaplin, I love him. It's funny.
We have Jamir Chaplin's biggest fan beside us, our producer on SUV TV, Lisa Burnett.
Exactly. Well, you got an even bigger fan over both of our left shoulders sitting behind us, and Larry Dixon, who recruited him down to South Florida to play for Brian Gregory and the Bulls. He's going to be great in that league for three reasons. He plays hard, and he plays hard.
On the other side, Isaac Okoro going to Auburn. Sharife Cooper being highly recruited, but let's start with Okoro going to Auburn. What are your thoughts?
For Bruce Pearl after at Auburn, he's out.
They're 4 minutes away from the tip here inside the Macon Centerplex in the Macon Coliseum. We're going to step out. This will be our final break. When we come back, it will be the tip-off of the GHSA Boys 7A State Basketball Championship between the Meadowcreek Mustangs and the Mceachern Indians. Go get your popcorn, your soda, and your Twitter fingers ready. It's time to go on the other side of this break.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
Every time we
And with that, we welcome you, man, at the top of the hour, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Joe Hillsman, Lewis Preston, Meadowcreek, Mceachern. Total Sports coverage is on the scene. SUV TV Live Gamecast as well. The starting lineups are about to be introduced. Do you like this, Lewis? They've dimmed those lights for you.
This is how it's supposed to be.
The visiting team is the Mceachern Indians. The starting lineup will look like Mceachern Indians. It'll be number 2, Sharife Cooper, a 6'1" junior. Number 3, Quentin Elroy, a 6'3" senior. Number 10, a 6'4" junior, Alan Breed. Number 15, a 6'9" senior, Jared Jones. And number 35, a 6'6" senior, Isaac Okoro. Cooper, McElroy, Breed, Jones, and Okoro for the Mceachern Indians. For the Meadowcreek Mustangs, the defending set, they want you to feel like you don't recognize that. The starting lineup, number 1, a 6'4" senior, Damian Dunn. Number 24, a 6'4" senior, Jamir Chaplin. Number 13, a 6'6" junior, Giovanni Watkins-Causey. Number 5, a senior, 5'11", Jalen Benjamin. And at guard, number 2, a 5'10" sophomore, Kedrick Green. Dunn, Green, Chaplin, Watkins-Causey, and Jalen Benjamin. The head coach for the Meadowcreek Mustangs, Curtis Gillian, in his 3rd year. They are 26-5. The head coach for the Mceachern Indians, Mike Thompson, in his 10th year. They are 31-0. We are courtside. Close your eyes and open your ears. We'll set their white balance and bring it in focus for you. Mceachern all in blue, blue tops, blue bottoms. They've got Vegas gold numbers and they are trimmed in white. And where the nameplate says, "We is greater than me." They're a Nike school. The Meadowcreek Mustangs are all in white, white tops, white bottoms, Carolina, Columbia blue numbers, Adidas threads. They are the home team. Final thoughts, Coach Preston?
It's going to be a great shoe battle here. It's going to be a great game. Looking forward to both of these teams. More importantly, happy to be on this call with you. Last game, the high school basketball season.
They've blown the whistle. The ball is in the air and we are underway. It is won by the Mceachern Indians. Cooper gives it over to Quentin McElroy. They are moving right to left. McElroy has it with the right hand dribble. He gives it over now to Cooper, who's holding on the right wing. Back to the top. They play pitch and catch. Now he tries to spin it into Okoro. Right baseline, kicks it back out to McElroy. Drives to the right of the lane. Tip out of bounds and a turnover for Mceachern on their opening possession.
But I like what Mceachern was doing right there. Working it outside, inside, back outside, looking to get it inside. Turnover, setting the tone early though.
Full court pressure from the Indians. Here's Jamir Chaplin down the left side on the left wing. He picks it back up and spins it across now to Kedrick Green. Green now will be worked on defensively by Alan Breed. He puts it behind the back now, gives it to Chaplin, who pops to the top between the rings. Moves it over to Dunn. Dunn now to the foul line. Pump fake, both of them went in the air, but he passed it back out. Here's Dunn. Dunn left his feet, threw it off of the back of Jared Jones. Innovation out of bounds, but it goes to Mceachern.
That's one of those right there. He wishes he could have had it back because he should have taken that original elbow jump shot there from 17 feet.
Early nerves, 40 seconds in. Cooper walks it across the timeline. Picked up by Benjamin. Gives it to Okoro. Spins it in the corner. Breed, pump fake. Puts it on the floor baseline. Kicks it back out. Open right wing. 3 by Cooper on the way. Good! Sharife Cooper, a 3-ball.
And like we said, that's what he does. He is a scorer. He also gets other guys involved, setting the tone early for Mceachern.
Here's Benjamin. Benjamin breaks the press. Benjamin through the hoop. Goes up. It was bothered and blocked. Saved. They didn't blow a whistle. Here comes McElroy. Up ahead, racing into Cooper. Cooper with an alley-oop. He's going down. Isaac Okoro, 5-0 Indians.
Once again, if Mceachern can get out in the fast break and Cooper is leading the break, he does a great job of distributing the ball right there. Meadowcreek is going to have to get somebody back a little bit early in transition defense, or they're going to be looking at these rims rattle a lot tonight.
Quentin McElroy hit with the foul as they tried on the press, breaking it up ahead to Dunn. Meadowcreek a little sloppy with the ball in the first couple of possessions. Dunn drive to the middle. Pump fake over. Chaplin, a three on the way. Good! Jamir Chaplin!
And that is a part of a game that he has gotten much better throughout the course of the season, the three-point shot.
The right wing three and a good drive and dish. Sharing and caring by Damian Dunn. Here's Okoro. Okoro holds it back to the basket. Now he goes in on the smaller Benjamin. Back out now to Cooper. Cooper head fake. Cooper through the lane, up with the right hand. No. Whistle called. Was it on the floor? Foul will be called on Jalen Benjamin. It was called on the floor. Baseline out of bounds. So Benjamin picks up his first, team's first. 6:14 remaining. Opening quarter, 5-3. Mceachern with the lead, they're in possession. McElroy catches it, looks now, gives it to Cooper. It's picked up by Benjamin. Benjamin really in his chops. He goes baseline, back out to Breed. Open, left wing, three on the way, bottom of the net. A three ball from Allen Breed.
And we said earlier in the pregame, Breed with the steal.
Breed steals it. Here's Cooper. Cooper corrals it. Pump fakes. Now he has picked up his dribble. Shoots it in. Okoro goes up. Oh, give me that. Cookie's taken away by Benjamin, but Breed recovered it again. Cooper has it, and Kendrick Green took it away. Green on the steal. He's got Chaplin running with him. He attacks on Cooper, goes up and scores. Kendrick Green.
And if Kendrick Green is giving you offense tonight, that is an added bonus to Meadowcreek because we know what he's going to do defensively.
But I like the defensive effort there. He came in and took it away from Cooper and then came back. He tried to get the foul on Cooper. I like right now in the early going, they are letting him play.
It's exactly what they should be doing. This is a state championship. This is all or nothing.
5:40 to go. Breed gives it back to Cooper. Cooper crosses the GHSA midcourt logo. Spins it over now to McElroy. McElroy picked up defensively by Green. Spins it to Jones. Jones to McElroy, who was cutting out of control. Blocking foul called on Chaplin.
Wow, I thought Chaplin was there on that right there. If anything, that should have been a travel.
Yeah, a travel probably would have sufficed. There was a late whistle there. Young official on the baseline, indecisive with this call. But either way, it will be possession retained by the Mceachern Indians. They are moving right to left, all in blue, inbound to Jones with 5:25. Ball was knocked away, diving on the floor. Kendrick Green is in again on it. Whistle, they call a jump ball. Let's see. Possession arrow to Meadowcreek. That's two plays already Kendrick Green has made.
Once again, it's nothing flashy or pretty about what he does. He just makes winning plays.
3.8 points per game, 2.2 rebounds, 3.5 assists.
Throw the stats out, throw all the metrics out on him.
He walks it across the timeline, picked up defensively by Cooper. Now he gives it over to Damian Dunn, who's worked on defensively by Okoro. Chaplin at the top, a three on the way. It is short, grazed the front iron, hustled by Watkins Causey, out of bounds to the Mceachern Indians. 5:08 to go. 8-5, Mceachern with the lead.
One of the things that's very interesting right now is how Mceachern's trying to speed this game up because they know that Meadowcreek is a half-court tempo team, something that they don't want to get wrapped up in here tonight.
And Barry mentioned it on the Georgia Hoop Circle earlier this week. He didn't see many subs. Here we are, 3 minutes gone. Nobody's gone to the table. But can Mceachern play that pressure defense all night, only going 6 or 7 deep? Get this shot out of here! Send it into the student section. Did Jamir Chaplin block the corner three? Out of bounds.
And he's been doing that all season long, so I'm not surprised.
Oh, my goodness, did he send that stuff away? It'll be baseline out of bounds. McElroy is the trigger man. McElroy holds it, looks and gives it to Okoro, who gives it back out to Cooper, who pulls a deep three from 30 feet. No good. Rebound, Damian Dunn, who's going to typically swallows it up. Dunn on the glass this year, 7 boards per game. 4:40, less than that now. Benjamin on the point as he crosses the timeline, worked on by McElroy. Baseline, Dunn, a jumper, good! Damian Dunn, his first field goal.
And that's the shot he should have taken that first time for them when he got the turnover.
Breed comes flying back, 4:24, less than that. They go one way and the other, kicks it back out in the steal. Chaplin intercepted the pass. Here comes Jamir Chaplin. Chaplin on the slow break, goes up, left hand, layup, no. It was bother Jarrett Jones. Now here's Breed. Breed gets the rebound, no outlet is there. He gets it up ahead to Okoro. Okoro now gives it to Breed. Breed wanted to walk into the three, decided better of it. Dunn stepped out on him. 4 minutes exact, halfway gone, first quarter. 8-7, Mceachern with the lead and they're in possession, moving right to left. There's a bounce to Okoro, extra pass, McElroy, the lefty, 3-ball. Man, do you watch the film. All you have to do is watch the film. He caught it in rhythm. Good extra pass, the assist to Okoro.
Sharing is caring.
Benjamin, tricky dribble picked up by McElroy, gets the switch. Benjamin, 3-ball. His first miss in a month and a half. He was 5 of 5 last week from distance. That was a double. Got away with it. In the semifinal route over tip, Okoro flying to the hoop. Traveling violation.
And once again, right there, that shot by Benjamin on that last one, that was probably a little quick. Hadn't felt it yet, right? Kind of get a little bit more in rhythm. But one of the things we're seeing with Meadowcreek right now is how they're switching, and they've got bodies rotating all over the place, which caused that travel by Okoro.
3:23, less than that, 11-7. Meadowcreek in possession. They have not had the lead the whole game. Left wing three on the way. Dunn, get it out of the bottom of the net. Damian Dunn walked right into a triple. It's 11-10. They're still trailing. Mceachern has led from the beginning, but it does not feel like it all of a sudden. 3:05 to go. Cooper with the left-hand dribble. In the corner, open three again. McElroy. No. Dunn swallows up and goes high and gets the board. Under 3 minutes to go, he gives it over to Jalen Benjamin. Benjamin now into the forecourt, picked up defensively on the left side by Sharife Cooper. They want to go with a little screen roll action, so he loaded in the seat, goes to the hoop, foul called on the floor on Sharife Cooper.
And one of the things right there that we talked about is there's a variety of different matchups that we're going to see. Benjamin's going to be on Cooper. Keidra Green's going to be on Cooper. But Cooper and Breed, they're going to have to do the same thing, or they're going to be able to stay out of foul trouble.
2:47, Dunn inbound to Benjamin, and will sleep defensively. Three on the way. That is a Mceachern defensive breakdown. Jalen Benjamin wide open, knocks down the corner three.
Great look-off pass by Damian Dunn right there for the added assist.
That's their first lead of the game, 13-11. McElroy has it back to Breed. Breed worked on defensively by Dunn. He's over on the left wing. Now he gets the screen from Jones. He doesn't use it. Goes to McElroy back in the corner. Now here's Breed. Breed in there, passing lane, shot and stolen by Damian Dunn. The defensive effort again in the passing lane.
Allen Breed's got to throw that up at the rim and let Jared Jones go get it.
Not a good angle there. So guess what? Green walks it across the timeline very slow, gives out the set. Cooper comes and picks him up defensively. He gives it to Chaplin. Chaplin to Jamani Watkins calls him. No team has subbed yet. I don't care if they don't sub. Give him 6 fouls tonight. There he goes, high-low. Chaplin's got the advantage. Chaplin back out to Benjamin. They raced out at him. Good hands, good defense by Quentin McElroy.
He's lucky he got that deflection right there because they looked like they were going to take that drive right there and probably got something at the rim.
Benjamin has it, goes around the screen from Jamani Watkins, calls him. Now he's over on the left wing, picked up defensively by Breed. Little tricky dribble, but he gets into the paint. Step back. Now dimes it off. Oh, beautiful pass. It rolled in. Oh, he hit to Jamir Chaplin, who then dumped it off to Jamani Watkins, calls him. You know what that looked like?
Sharing.
And caring. But that was the play exactly like in the region championship that won it against Norcross.
Exactly.
A timeout call by Mceachern. 1:37 to go. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll have to take it with them right here. 15-11, Meadowcreek with the lead. Out of the timeout, Okoro over to Breed. Breed left wing three, good! Allen Breed. That's how you get points out of the timeout, Coach Preston, in second three.
Exactly, and once again, we said Allen Breed was going to have, if he's going to have an impact on this game, has to be with the three-point shot.
1 minute and 15 seconds to go, and Cooper just picked up his second foul. Sharife Cooper picks up his second foul. He was closely guarding and tried to move Kedrick Green. Second foul called on Cooper. I doubt he sits, though.
There's no way he can sit right now. The only bad thing about that, why are you going to foul somebody 40 feet from the basket?
Yeah. But that's what, and Kedrick Green, each time Cooper has guarded him defensively, it's been no problem. There's no, what do you call it, starstruck.
Exactly.
Spins it to Dunn. Dunn over to Benjamin. Benjamin three, tried to bank it, no good. Rebound comes off to Sharife Cooper. Head up with the left-hand dribble, flying up the left side, reaching in, and now Green got a little too aggressive. He gets a foul.
Once again, I like how these guards are going at each other right now on both ends of the floor. I'm telling you, the referees better be in shape. They better be warmed up. If they got some icy hot, they might need some extra at half. because they're going to need to get up and down this floor.
First substitution of the game comes at 1:01. It is made by Meadowcreek. Green out, Emmanuel Collier in, the senior, and he can snipe it. Just note that. Center hanging scoreboard above the Macon Coliseum floor says Meadowcreek 15, Mceachern 14. 1 minute, first quarter. Cooper has it. Tricky dribble, one way and the other on the steal. Chaplin going. He's guarded by Okoro. Up, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and it goes to Mceachern. Great defense, though, by Okoro, because that could have been nasty.
Right.
And now a technical foul has been called on Meadowcreek. It's called on Damian Dunn. I didn't see it. It happened 18 feet in front of us. It had to be something verbal. Technical foul called on Damian Dunn. Now noted it's 15-14 with 52 and 1/10 seconds. I didn't agree with that one, Coach. There may have been some magic words said, but I don't know. Cooper will come down and shoot the free throw.
My thing was that he was walking away from the situation, and the best thing you need to do is just get the ball in play and focus on the next play.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. So Dunn hit with a technical. Remember, it's also a personal. Cooper ties it up with the free throw. Oh, my goodness. 15 all. And we had a technical foul at 52 and 1/10 seconds. And Cooper sets in there and knocks them both in. He has 5 points in the contest. We've had another lead change, our second of the day at 16-15. Side out of bounds. Okoro will trigger it into Cooper. Cooper now to McElroy. McElroy worked on by Collier. Now to Jared Jones at the top. Jamani Watkins calls in a foul call. Offensive foul called on Allen Breed. And now this same official has called a technical, and now he's called that. Breed hit with the offensive foul. 14 fouls aside.
Let's just get back to the players playing and let those guys be the ones that are going to impact and determine who wins and loses the game, please.
Jamani Watkins calls it, came over and said something to the official, who nodded to him and smiled. I know that official. He's a pretty good official, but his whistle has burned up right now. Now he's talking to the players. That's what I'd rather you see you do. Talk to him, warn him a couple times. Now here comes Chaplin. Chaplin on the baseline. Double team is there. Traveling violation called on Jamir Chaplin. Okoro in to Cooper. Will they hold for the final shot? 18 seconds. They're moving right to left. They have a 1-point lead in what has been an outstanding, thrilling contest so far. He's going to put it on the floor. Cooper now holds it back. He's worked on by Benjamin. Now he goes around the screen. There goes Cooper driving down the lane. Blocking foul called on Damian Dunn.
Wow. That's tough right there, because that's his second foul.
That's his second. Remember, he got the technical 3 and 1/10 seconds. It was a bang-bang call. I couldn't see that going to Cooper either way.
Yeah.
He has 2 already. 3 and 1/10 seconds. Sharife Cooper going to the free throw line. He's 2 of 2. So in the last 52 and 1/10 seconds of the quarter, the whistles have blown. 15 foul on Meadowcreek. 14 foul on Mceachern. Meadowcreek has a technical, though, on Damian Dunn. Free throw coming for Cooper. Good. I don't want to harp on it, but remember, a second technical and Coach Gideon has to sit down. 17-15. Coach Thompson now reaches down. He's going to go to the bench for the very first time. And now here comes Jared Bush in. Bush is going to replace Sharife Cooper. Don't want him to get him the crazy foul, 3 seconds. And you know what? Add 30, 35 seconds arrest to that.
Absolutely.
Long heave by Benjamin. No, we are at the end of the first quarter. The Mceachern Indians 18, the Meadowcreek Mustangs 15. You're listening to the GHSA 7A Boys State Championship on Total Sports Coverage and the SUV TV live Gamecast.
Every time we open our doors, we change just a little bit. Every blade of grass, every rose petal, every pen location. But the one thing that does...
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
Back inside the Macon Coliseum, the officials right now are having their own conversation right here at midcourt amongst themselves as we begin the second quarter, 18-15. Both teams are out. But, Coach, I'm going to sit here and say I think I like this. There's a communication. That last 1 minute of the first quarter was kind of,
There were four fouls called in the last 49 seconds of that first quarter right there, all by the same official. I'm just going to go back and say this. You had plenty of time to figure this out during the timeout in between quarters. I don't know what we're talking about right now, but it's taking away the flow of the game. I want to get back to watching the two of the best teams back out and up and down this floor.
And I'm not going to jump on the officials right yet. I think I actually like them having this conversation. Now, they're about to go over to the scores table. I wonder, now they're sending the teams back to their respective benches. I don't know if there's a score error. I'm right, 18, 15. So I don't know, but they are now over at the scorers table, and both teams have been sent back to the bench. Well, you know what? I'm going to step out and pay a bill right here. I have no idea what the discussion was about. Let's see. I'm getting an explanation to another crew, which is at center court. We're off center court. I will get an explanation for you, though. Trust me, I will. Second quarter is underway. Sharife Cooper now goes with the left-hand dribble and is fouled. Blocking foul call. This one will be called on number 3, Wilford Campbell. The whistles all of a sudden now are here. 6th team foul called on Meadowcreek.
Taken away from a great game, and the momentum was going very well up to that point.
And you can feel the angst in the building that changed. Cooper 3, good, Sharife Cooper. He's in double figures now with 10 points.
But his angst hasn't changed because he's been lighting it up.
21-15. Emmanuel Collier, Jamir Chaplin, Jamani Watkins Causey, foul call, baseline, young official on Quentin McElroy. His second, team's 5th. I don't know what happened at the end of I don't know what happened from the 1 minute mark of the first quarter to now. Something happened. Did someone get a text message? Collier will look on the inbound. He looks. He's got to get it in. He had to call a timeout. We'll take it with them right here across the network this timeout.
He said it was something related to the gun taking, but he thought he fell injured.
Out of the timeout now, the refs, I guess after that little meeting now, have begun to speed it up. I'm not jumping on them. I just wanted to know what the call was. We will get clarity on it. All right, baseline out of bounds. Green in the Chaplin, good, and scores right there.
Nice little play right there. by Meadowcreek once again, making the adjustment coming out of a timeout.
Good. Mceachern has scored out of their timeout. Meadowcreek out of their timeout. Each team with 4 timeouts. Cooper, 3, air ball, rebound to Jones. Jones back out to Breed. Breed gonna attack to the left. Spin it. Extra pass, McElroy to Okoro. Good ball movement. Open. He didn't pull it. Was Breed. He put it on the floor. Now he pulls up jumper. Good, Allen Breed. 8 points from Allen Breed. Season average, coach, at 9.8. You talked about his need in that pregame show, and there it is.
Well, he's been the one that stepped up in the absence of Jared Jones so far.
Kedrick Green spinning ball knocked away from behind by McElroy, out of bounds. Possession to Meadowcreek. Meadowcreek is moving left to right, all in white, white tops, white bottoms. Carolina blue numbers with a little Columbia blue trim, the Adidas thread. Mceachern all in blue, blue tops, blue bottoms, that Vegas gold with the white, the Nike thread. Benjamin, tricky dribble, goes to the right of the lane, stop, good defense. Breed stayed on the floor. Chaplin has it at the top, he goes to the right of the lane, stop, gives it into Watkins-Causey. Watkins-Causey back to Chaplin. There's no fluidity right now. He spins baseline on Okoro to Watkins-Causey. Jones is there defensively. Shot goes up, tipped and rebound comes off to Jones, pushing it, long lead pass, Cooper to Breed. Breed up, count it, and the foul. Allen Breed in transition from Sharife Cooper.
It was the defense by Mceachern and their rotation on the ball that led to that easy transition bucket and an opportunity for an and 1.
Coach, you want to know what was really so impressive about Mceachern's defense right there? You said it, rotation, but the intensity of their rotation. Tight closeout, they kept them on the baseline, they shut everything down, and then when they got a shot in there, Jared Jones was bothering it. Once they got the rebound, Cooper didn't even take a dribble. Boom, long league pass, and now you got an and 1 opportunity.
Exactly, and once again, this could put it up to a 9-point lead if he makes this free throw.
Breed, free throw, good. Allen Breed is good. And now the lead balloons out to 9, as Coach Preston says. 6:17 on the center scoreboard, hanging clock inside the Macon Coliseum, 26-17. Here's Benjamin, worked on by McElroy. McElroy now has his back on the GHSA logo right there at midcourt, and a 5 count came. Defensive 5-second violation, oh man, created by Quentin McElroy.
I'm going to go back and I want to say this right now. This might be as aggressive as I've seen Mceachern defensively all season long.
Coach, they're 11-0 in out-of-state games. They haven't played a whole bunch of people where you could not be intense. Are you sure about that? Jones up and in, Jared Jones.
I am as sure as you are calling this game right now.
Coming back this way, Benjamin lost it. Watkins-Causey recovers and dunks it home. They needed that hoop if you were Meadowcreek. Ball gets away and rolls right here courtside. Sharife Cooper walks over and picks it up. Jared Jones got the offensive rebound and stuck it back in. Now Watkins-Causey is going to go out. Who just came back in? Was that Collier? Yes. So they're going to go small now. Meadowcreek. Collier, Benjamin, Chaplin, Green, and Dunn on the floor for Meadowcreek.
This is going to be very interesting to see how Mceachern adjusts to this, or better yet, what is Meadowcreek going to do defensively to try to neutralize them?
Cooper attacking, Cooper, and the alley-oop was knocked away by Dunn. And here comes Benjamin running it back this way. Benjamin between the legs, stops in the corner. Open, Kedrick Green, a 3 on the way. Hill of the rim, no. Rebound, ripped off, out of bounds. It will stay with Meadowcreek. Man, did you see Dunn go up and take the alley-oop away?
Man, he's done. I mean, he's skied up for a couple rebounds already, and then taking away that lob, he is definitely into this game. Once again, I don't know how Temple got this young man out of this state.
5:14 to go. Meadowcreek trailing 28-19. Inbound, count it, and the foul. Jamir Chaplin, big boy basketball in the lane with the right hand.
They have done a great job on their out-of-bounds plays, and just not tonight. They've done this all season long. We are not surprised by the fact that they're scoring on these out-of-bounds plays.
You mentioned it. You've talked about it numerous times. Coach Gillian and the clipboard. You're seeing that work right now. Every possession, free throw, air ball. Who opened the back door? Inside of the old Macon Coliseum. I mean, it's older than dirt. It is, but I like it. I know a lot of people don't. I do. Good setting for high school basketball. Well, we got about 6,000 in here, 6,500 in this place.
I'm not going to second that on the Centralplex.
The only thing, I mean, you got 4 corners. One corner, the 2 corners on the far ends are probably the most emptiest, but everything in the lower bowl is exactly full. The student sections on both baskets ends are extremely full as well. A foul called. Isaac Okoro will be going to the free throw line. 5:03 to go, 28-21. Glad that you're with us. SCBTV's Gamecast, total sports coverage. The Georgia Hoop Circle. All of us in partnership to give you what you want. The GHSA boys 7A state championship free throw from Okoro. No good. Rebound. Dropped out of bounds by Okoro. The foul, by the way, was called on Kendrick Green, his second. Both teams were Meadowcreek with 8, but Okoro missed the front end of the 1-and-1. A quiet night so far for Isaac Okoro. He only has 2 points.
And the interesting thing, he only has 2. I think Jared Jones, he hasn't scored yet, has he?
Jones has not. Cooper has 10. It's been Allen Breed who has 11 in the contest. That's been the additional scoring. 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Breed has it. Now he gives it in. There's the matchup. Chaplin working on Okoro. Okoro bangs it back out. Open 3. Cooper, bottom of the net. Sharing and carrying. Sharife Cooper, another triple, his 3rd of the game.
A great job of playing inside out for Cooper for knocking down the 3.
But Okoro back to the basket, had Chaplin on him, and then created. Now Okoro is guarding Chaplin. He has it between the rings. Gives it over to Jalen Benjamin. Benjamin has been somewhat quiet right now. He has a 3. Gets a screen. Gonna attack. Jones is there. And a weak blocking foul called across the way. An absolutely terrible call.
And that's his second.
I just don't know about that one, Mr. Ref. Foul called on Jared Jones. He picked up his second, team 8. He was moving his feet defensively and had his hands in the air, coach. It was called the block. Jalen Benjamin at the free throw line. Benjamin free throw is good. The officials have a hard job. They do. I know they do. When in doubt, don't blow it. 31-22. Benjamin will get one more. Good. A timeout has been called. This one called by Meadowcreek. Let's see, will it be it is a 30-second timeout. We will take it with them right here on the network. Back here courtside. Mceachern coming out of the timeout. 4:24. Clock moving now. Mceachern moving right to left. Here comes Sharife Cooper walking it across the timeline. The left-hand dribble is belt high. Now he spins it between his legs with the right-hand dribble. Gives it to Okoro, who's worked on defensively by Chaplin. Out to Jones. Jones catches it. Now tried to go in the corner. Cooper had to save it. He's worked on by Benjamin. Now back to Cooper. Cooper holds it, goes around the screen. Left-hand dribble. Foul called on the floor on Jalen Benjamin.
You know what's very interesting right now? A huge gamble in my mind right now by Coach Thompson by leaving Jared Jones out there, right? Because with those 2 fouls, but once again, he's really their only true rim protector that they have versus this smaller, more athletic lineup, although Watkins calls he's back in the game.
Sharife Cooper going to the free throw line. He is 4-4 on the day. Cooper makes both free throws. (33-23). So now there's a drive by Benjamin. Benjamin now going to take it. Benjamin stops, gives it off to Chaplin in the lane. Chaplin now spins it over to Benjamin. Benjamin pulls a corner 3. No good. Air ball. Rebound comes off to Jones. Jones gives it to Breed. 3:35 to go. Around the screen. Breed picked up the dribble, now goes to Cooper. Cooper gonna drive in the air, over to McElroy, extra pass to Cooper, back over, Cooper.
Beautiful.
Corner 3, no. Rebound, a good ball movement though from Mceachern.
They've done that 2 or 3 times already in the first half here.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go. Dunn gets the screen, 10-point lead. They're trailing by 10. Here's Dunn. Dunn gonna drive, stop, lost his footing, gives it over to Benjamin. Benjamin cuts it in. There's Chaplin attacking up and in Jamir Chaplin.
And that is what Jamir Chaplin does at his best, is attacking the basket, playing downhill. But he's also developed that three-point shot. That was a huge bucket right there for Meadowcreek.
8-point ball game. Now here comes Cooper. Cooper hesitates. Oh, driving and scoring with the left hand. Had the little hesitation working. Sharife Cooper. Here's Benjamin. Benjamin now with a tricky dribble. Cooper stayed in front of him. Spins it over now. Here's Dunn. Dunn. Stop. Elbow jumper up in the air, and he was fouled. Fouled on Quentin McElroy, I believe. That'll be 3 on Quentin McElroy.
But that's the second time that Dunn has done that. He's done a great job of getting guys off of their feet and then being able to either knock down the shot or get to the free throw line.
Dunn making his first trip to the free throw line with 2:24 to go. 35-25. He has 5 points in the contest. Dunn goes through his free throw routine. The first one is up and in, good. Damian Dunn going to Temple, coming in 12.6 points, 7 boards, 2.5 assists, 1.1 steals. So he's doing a little bit of everything, Coach.
Exactly what he does. He's like vanilla ice cream. He keeps it simple and plain.
Free throw is good. Dunn made them both. 8 points. It seems like right now that if Meadowcreek can keep it under 10, that's almost a win. Almost.
I agree.
2:24.
They have got to figure out how to neutralize Cooper because he has been the superstar this first half.
So Jarrett Bush was not in the scorer's book, and that was the holdup. I told you I'd find out. But that's interesting. I know he was in the Mceachern book because I checked that book first, but the state tournament, they keep another book.
So you telling me is that
he's not in there? He's number 1 though. That would be the first number.
That's not a Joel Hillsman mistake.
In the book. Here comes Cooper. Cooper goes around the screen, hesitates, now peels it back, now gonna go with the left hand. They reached in, tried to get the steal. Open Breed, a 3! Hill of the rim, no. Rebound, chased down by Okoro in the corner. Keeps his feet and stays in bounds. Gives it to Breed. Breed now out to Cooper between the rings with 2 minutes to go. Cooper back over to Okoro, open corner, 3, bottom. Oh, they were just so patient. First three-pointer of the game, 38-27. That's the first 3 for Okoro.
And they deserved that 3 right there because you know what? It was Okoro who hustled down the offensive rebound.
Green drives. Offensive foul called on Kedrick Green. That's his 3rd foul. So McElroy has 3. Kedrick Green has 3. Substitution now. Wilford Campbell will come off the bench. He's probably going to get Kedrick Green. Yeah. Beautiful move by Green, but got into the paint. And one thing, Coach, I forgot to mention, the restricted area is on the floor. And that was a good call because the defender was outside of the restricted area.
Absolutely. It was absolutely a great call right there. One of the few times you're going to hear me say that throughout the course of the evening.
The Mceachern Indians, again, are cleaning up the floor.
Exactly.
Didn't I talk about this?
Hey, it's another great way to buy yourself 30 seconds.
It's the same 2 players, too.
But
Cooper and Okoro.
Somebody said you were going to run out there with a mop.
No, I'm not. Cooper comes across the timeline. Left hand dribble at his belt high. He's on the right side of the floor. He's picked up by Benjamin. He skips it over to Okoro. They have slowed the pace now in the final 90 seconds of the half. 85 seconds now. Okoro gives it off there to Breed. Breed is picked up by Campbell. Now he's going to go with the bait, stop between the rings and gives it back out to Okoro. Okoro worked on by Chaplin. Then he goes right by him, gives it back to Breed. They're being extremely patient on the possession, Coach.
Almost a little bit too patient for me right here because it's kind of taking them out of the flow of the game that's made them very successful here in the first half.
11-point lead. It is their largest of the contest. Under a minute now. Under a minute. Cooper has it with the left-hand dribble. Nothing has gone below the three-point line so far. Now Cooper drives back out to Okoro. They space it again. Now here comes Breed driving, but he kicks it back out. And was he hit with an offensive foul? Yes, he was. Allen Breed hit with the offensive foul. That's his second. 3 on McElroy, 2 on Jones, 2 on Breed, 2 on Cooper.
I have no comment.
43 and 8/10 seconds, an 11-point lead. Meadowcreek will let the ball roll, and Benjamin will pick it up, and the clock starts. He comes across the GHSA logo with the left-hand dribble. Now hands it over to Wilford Campbell. Campbell now to Jamani Watkins Causey. Causey now has it at the top. Goes with an alley. Caught. No oop. Turn. Let's get this shot out of here. Derek Jones blocked it. He sent it away and protected the rim, but he got poked in the eye by a defender. He's got his hands on his eyes, but he's running up the floor with 20 seconds to go. Cooper has it, and he waits on him to get back into the play. Now gives it over to Allen Breed. 16 seconds. Man, with some rim protection there. 13 seconds. Now here comes Cooper attacking. Knocked away and stolen from behind. And now a foul called on Cooper, his third foul. An unnecessary third foul. He's upset at the official. Wilford Campbell poked the ball away from him, and then he grabbed him as they went to run the break. Third foul on Cooper. And he walked straight to the bench and sat down. Upset, but he has to stay in the game and wait for the sub after the first free throw.
It's a coach's worst nightmare right there. You gamble keeping him in, right? Although you got the 11-point lead. Gets the ball tipped away. It could go 50-50 either way. I understand if they made the call right there. Now you got the third foul with 9.3 seconds left.
Coach's poor decision, though, by Cooper.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Time to score, definitely.
38-27, Benjamin at the free throw line. Oh, back on, ball don't lie.
And I'm going to say this, that might be the only mistake that Sharife Cooper's made the entire first half, because he has been flawless.
He goes out. Braden Sparks checks in off of the bench now. So Cooper has 3 fouls. And McElroy has 3 fouls. So DJ Collins and Braden Sparks off of that bench going to have to be big. Free throw is good. He split them. Inbound, here comes Okoro. Okoro picked up by Chaplin with 5 seconds with 4. He hesitates, he drives, he kicks it over. Sparks open 3, hill of the rim, no. Rebound comes off to Jamir Chaplin, and we are at the end of the first half. The Mceachern Indians 38, the Meadowcreek Mustangs 28. You're listening to the GHSA Boys 7A Basketball Championships on Total Sports Coverage with live Gamecast of SUV TV, the Georgia Hoop Circle, right here, halftime.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
Every time we open our doors, we change just a little bit. Every blade of grass, every rose petal, every pen location. But the one thing that doesn't change is our commitment to an exceptional golfing experience. Being prepared to give it our all 364 days a year is not just a credo. It's our soul.
Junior. Oh my goodness. That's how you end the game, folks.
Just write it down. I'll let you know. Okay. Joe Hillsman and Lewis Preston back here with you at the half. And it is a 38-28 Mceachern leading Meadowcreek, and there's a special presentation, so we are going to have an extended halftime. And I'm going to turn it over to Coach Lewis Preston, who's got a special guest, and he'll introduce him while I get stats and scores and all that other stuff together. Here you go, Coach Preston.
Here on the mic with me right now is a gentleman that a lot of people might not know, but I've had a chance to know very well, and John Millsap with Core 4. John, thank you for being on here tonight.
Thanks a lot, Lewis, and thanks for having me.
No problem. Hey, can you talk to me a little bit about, for people out there that don't know, who are and what is Core 4 all about?
So the Who, Core 4 symbolize 4 brothers. Inside, I said the 4, and that's me, Paul, Elijah, and so what led us to this point is that we wanted to give back to the community. Mm-hmm. So with our training that we have received from our uncle, it established 4 pillars that we go by at Core 4, which are character, commitment, community, and competition. And so, like I said, we wanted to do something to give back to the community, and Paul blessed us with that.
Good. Let everybody know about some of the different events that you have coming up. I do know, a little birdie told me that y'all are going to have some things in conjunction with the McDonald's All-American game coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very excited and proud to have the host the McDonald's All-American practice and media day on the 20, I want to say the 20,
I think it's the 26th.
25th and 26th. Thank you. So we've been privileged to host that event. With that event, we also have a couple other upcoming events at Core 4, which right now we're establishing a unsigned senior season, and that is basically all the unsigned seniors. We want to present them with a platform to come and showcase their talent and compete with each other, as well as Core 4 training to help develop them to understand what coaches are looking for at the next level. And we're going to be holding open house tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And every Sunday for 3 months we will be doing that. So be on the lookout for that. Also, we are building an AAU program, 12U and 14U, and then as well as a Paul Millsap camp in June. So be on the lookout for those things as well.
And where would we be able to follow and learn more about Core 4 and those different events, website-wise as well as other social media?
Yeah, we have a website at www.core4atlanta.com, and also on all of our social outlets, also at Core 4 Atlanta.
Good. Well, John, we appreciate you taking the time and coming down here. We know that you are the general manager and helping over there at Core 4 Elite Training Facility. Give people the physical address to that facility for us in case they want to stop by, get a tour, and have a chance to meet you face to face.
Yeah, the doors are always welcome to stop by and take a tour. The address is 2050 Will W-I-L-L Ross Court, and that's Chamblee, Georgia.
Good. Well, John, thank you for taking the time and coming down here and speaking with us.
Louis, thank you for having me.
Continued success to you.
Thank you.
Joe Hillsman and Lewis Preston back here with you courtside. I didn't know we were going to have this kind of halftime. They did a ceremony to honor someone, and now we've got a cheerleader competition going on, and they have not ran the 10-minute clock on the center hanging scoreboard, but it's okay. The score, Mceachern 38, Meadowcreek 28. Coach, we've got the official box score in front of us. What stands out to you?
The fact that Meadowcreek is shooting 53% from the field almost, and they're down 10 points. I mean, very rarely have you seen something like that, but once again, Sharife Cooper has come out and set the tone for Mceachern.
To go to your Batman comment, I think we've seen a lot of that right now, and you said it before, Allen Breed, the MVP so far of the game. Outside of the 11 points, a board, an assist, 2 steals, TV Live Gamecast in association with the Georgia Hoop Circle, and of course, CBA Sports. I got my Hoop Circle partner with me, Lewis Preston. I don't know where Barry and Mario are, but we'll catch up with them. I know where Lisa Burnett and Marcus Burnett are for SUV TV. They're right here. We are all courtside. The 7A Boys GHSA State Championship. So now it is cheerleader halftime continues. It was the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. I think they were honored and then allowed to cheer for something earlier in the year. Meadowcreek girls went, and now here come the Mceachern girls. Their cheerleading crew has finished. What is going to be interesting is to see how these two teams bounce back from the long halftime.
And once again, I go back to this. I've said it all year long about Coach Curtis Gillian. He makes some of the best halftime adjustments that I've seen. I am anxious and curious to see what type of adjustments he makes with Keejic Green having 3 fouls. but also it is interesting to see what Coach Thompson's going to do because Sharife Cooper picked up that third foul with 9.3 seconds left in the first half. Curious to see how both of these teams come out to start the first, as we like to call it, Barry's barometer, the first 3 minutes of the third quarter.
That is Barry's barometer. Both teams now onto the floor, so now they run the clock. So we officially know how much time we have before halftime, and that officially is going to be 4 minutes and 45 seconds. So we'll step out, take this break. Glad that you're with us wherever you are. Total Sports coverage on the scene, SUV TV Live Gamecast, in association with the Georgia Hoop Circle. He's Lewis Preston. I'm Joel Hilsman. We'll take this break and come back in just a minute right here across the network. We welcome you back inside the Macon Centerplex at the Macon Coliseum, as the booming voiceover guy told you. We are sitting courtside. Joe Hillman, Lewis Preston. Total Sports coverage is on the scene along with our SUV TV Gamecast in association with the Georgia Hoop Circle. All right, Coach, it's time to talk adjustments. 38-28, Mceachern with the lead. We've had 2 lead changes in this contest. Mceachern's largest lead is 11. Meadowcreek's largest lead is 4. What do you see from the Meadowcreek side right now to get back into the contest down 10?
Oh, I think for Meadowcreek, it's going to have to start on the defensive end. One of the things I've been very surprised by is how easily Cooper has been able to get head and shoulders by either Benjamin, Kedrick Green, who does have 3 fouls, and has been able to get into the paint, or once again, allowed them to cause penetration to kick, extra pass, shot. Another thing that really sticks out to me right now is the fact that Mceachern's shooting 57%, and if you would have told me that Jarrett Jones and Isaac Okoro would only have 7 between them and they'd be up 10, I think I may have given you my wallet at the concession stand.
Well, it's interesting, too, about that they're 3 of 4 combined from the field. So it's not like they're having bad nights,
no.
And Jones has 6 points. 6 boards. Okoro 4 assists.
They're affecting other ways to win the game. But points-wise, you're going to need something more from them. Allen Breed did a great job of stepping up there in the first half. I'll just be curious to see how this rolls as we start the first 3 minutes here of this third quarter.
Which is called affectionately Barry's Barometer. Barry Browner, the founder of the Georgia Hoop Circle. It's the second half. Mceachern all in blue, blue tops, blue bottoms, Vegas gold numbers, white trim, Nike threads. Meadowcreek all in white, white tops, white bottoms, Carolina blue numbers, Columbia blue trim, Adidas thread. Chaplin, Dunn, green, Jelani Watkins-Causey, and Jalen Benjamin, the 5 that started for Meadowcreek. They move right to left. DJ Collins is into the game, and he gives a foul immediately. That was purpose. That was on purpose. He gives the foul. Now comes out Jarrett Bush will check in. So it is Bush, Cooper, Okoro, Breed, and Jones. Jarrett Jones, Allen Breed, Jarrett Bush, Sharife Cooper, and Isaac Okoro. Now, last time we got update, and I'll thank a listener for sending that in, because I know you're out there about the Bush situation. That's how I do it during the regular season as well. I think they're going to assess a technical foul to Mceachern. Now they will. Yes. So Mceachern going to get hit with a technical foul. How in the world Jared Bush was not in? So that was the strategy with Thompson. Go in, give the foul when it's a non-shooting foul and a technical to get Bush in. McElroy has 3. Benjamin free throw good.
A very interesting way to start the third quarter here.
Well, the technical should have been applied once they caught it in the book.
Exactly.
That's technically how it's supposed to go. No pun intended. Oh,
1 out of
2. It'll be Meadowcreek ball. And Coach Thompson did that while it was already their possession. So he minimized. That's kind of what you call a hedge bet.
Yeah. That was a great hedge by Coach Thompson right there.
So the second foul. Thank you very much. Jarrett Bush again, and Steve Figueroa of the GHSA media comes down and confirms what we knew to let us know that number 1, Jarrett Bush was not on the roster, not in the book. Administrative mistake. Rebound comes off. Here's Allen Breed. Breed racing in transition. He lost it. A steal by Jamir Watkins-Causey. He gives it over to Jalen Benjamin. Benjamin now coming up the floor. Stops. Pulls a 3. It's on the way. Good. Jalen Benjamin. He wanted that 3. Now Kendrick Green was open in the left corner, but he was feeling it.
And he needed that 3 to get himself going here in the second half.
He has 10 points right there. Just that quick. 38-32. So it's down to 6. Okoro has it. Around the Cooper screen. The dribble was kind of high. He goes back to the basket. The double team comes. Cross court pass to Bush. Bush to Breed. Breed now gets it in. Turning. Jarrett Jones floater. It fell off. Rebound tip. Bush gets the offensive rebound. Back to Okoro. Okoro holds it now to Breed. Breed takes it. I'm not surprised by Breed, though, with the half he had. During the AAU and travel ball season, he was easily putting in there at 20, 25 points per game. A steal. Meadowcreek defense. Another turnover they've created. Benjamin to Dunn. Dunn in the corner to Chaplin. Good closeout by Breed. Back out to the top now. Is Benjamin. Benjamin attacking on Bush to the foul line. The jumper is up. No, and a foul call. He drew it. Good drawed foul. Yeah. Foul called on Jared Bush.
And once again, you know what? There's been 2 different times right there. There's been 2 different times right there that could have made the extra pass, but he's going to the free throw line to shoot free throws here. Benjamin is.
Free throw by Benjamin, good. Free throw up, Benjamin, good. He made them both. Look at that. Look at the scoreboard.
Yes.
38-34. A minute and a half gone by.
In Barry's barometer.
And in the third quarter, here's Cooper. Cooper spins it over to Breed. Meadowcreek has not allowed a basket yet. And it is a 6-0 run to open the third quarter. Cooper with the left-hand dribble over to Okoro. Open a deep 3 from 22. No good. Rebound, back tap out to Breed, and they'll get another possession. Gives it over to Cooper. Cooper now worked on by Dunn on the left side. Now he spins in, and a foul called on Damian Dunn. That'll be his third foul. Foul called. Remember, Damian Dunn picked up a technical as well. It's the GHSA 7A Boys Basketball Championship.
This might be the first time all year long I've seen somebody beat Meadowcreek to offensive rebounds to get multiple possessions.
Side out of bounds, inbound. Okoro worked on by Chaplin. Back out to Breed for three. No, Jones on the offensive glass and scores with a tip back. He has 4 points.
Evidently, Jared Jones must have a headset on because I'm talking about him having a greater impact. Offensive rebound, step back.
But, Coach, what I think that run did, they're trailing by 6 with a 6-0 spurt. It brought it in closer. 5.5 to go in third quarter. It doesn't feel as expansive as it once was.
Exactly.
Here's Chaplin holding on the right wing. He gives it to the top to Dunn. Dunn hesitates, goes to the elbow. The jumper is up. No good. Rebound fell off. Green tried to get it underneath. Out of bounds off of Mceachern. It'll stay with Meadowcreek. But we do have to watch the foul count. 3 fouls on Mceachern already in this second half. 1 on Meadowcreek. But Meadowcreek has Damian Dunn with 3. Mceachern has Sharife Cooper and Quentin McElroy each with 3. Here's Kendrick Green. Green with the right-hand dribble over to Benjamin. Benjamin in attack mode. Pulls a deep 3. Hill of the rim, no. Rebound comes off in the middle by Allen Breed. Breed now has it. They'll walk it up the floor. We haven't seen the full court pressure either in this second half so far from Mceachern.
We have not.
Breed waves off Cooper. He's in possession. Gives it now.
Oh, yeah. That was a foul.
Benjamin hit with a foul. Him and Cooper were going at it. He now has 3. 40-34. And Mr. Ref is bouncing the ball and talking to him. Blows it and gives it into Okoro. Oh, almost a violation by Okoro.
I thought it was.
Gives it in to Breed. Breed now to Cooper. Cooper comes up, gets the screen from Jones. They want to go one way and the other. Now Cooper attacks. There's the alley. There's the hoop. No, Okoro. They set that up. Second time they ran that.
Second time they ran it. Great job. Oh, steal
by Bush to Cooper. Get it out. The shot was bothered and blocked by Jalen Benjamin. Not Benjamin, by Jamir Chaplin. Cooper went up to the basket and Jamir Chaplin sent it away. The foul is called, after that on the hustle by Jalen Benjamin, his 4th foul.
And that's what you talk about, big-time basketball players making big-time plays. But Coop turned that thing over to try to bring the house down on him.
I've never seen Cooper go up like that, and he saw Jamir coming. But now Jalen Benjamin, who is in attack mode, has to go sit down. Write it down, Coach. 4:37 third quarter. He has 4 fouls. Wilford Campbell in off the bench. Kendrick Green might have to find some scoring. Bush looks. He gets it into Cooper. Catch. A 3 on the way. It is short. Bush gets the rebound. Bush lost it. The ball is tapped around. Campbell sticks his neck in there. They chase it back into the backcourt. Cooper comes away with it. And now Chaplin reached in. They're on the floor. And a foul called. It's 14 foul on Sharife Cooper. And I just don't believe it. And the crowd inside the Coliseum roars. I didn't see a foul. Oh, my goodness. And Coach Mike Thompson is 38 hot. It happened 8 feet in front of us. Where was the foul? Where was the foul, Coach?
I just saw 2 guys going after a loose ball. That was it.
Benjamin has to have a seat with 4 fouls. Sharife Cooper with 4 fouls as well.
4:26 to go in the third.
In the third quarter, both of your starting guards have 4 fouls. Both of them have to sit. Wow. That was not a foul. I apologize. That was not a foul. Inside, Watkin calls he up. No, they called him for traveling. And the whistle's just blowing all over the place now. They're just blowing left and right. 17 fouls have been called in the first 3 minutes and 51 seconds of the third quarter. 14 fouls on Mceachern, 3 on Meadowcreek. The bigger news is both of your star guards on each team has 4 fouls. Okoro has it. Gives it over now to Breed. Breed worked on by Campbell. Coming up, Jones with the screen, and the pass was stolen. Jamir Chaplin gets the steal. Chaplin coming on the break and dunked it home. Jamir Chaplin with a slam dunk on the break. And now, a timeout call after the make. I need a timeout too, because I just don't know if we're going to see the ball. But never mind. Timeout right here on the break, on the network. I'm together now. I was almost together. I can't even come back. Fouled, a double foul called on Quentin McElroy and Damian Dunn. That's the 4th foul on Dunn. That's the 4th foul on McElroy. A double foul call. We have 4 players that impact the game dramatically. They all have 4 fouls. Where's the JVs at? I was just about to say I came back and calmed down, and it happened 6 feet in front of us. The players are really, they're trying, I respect them. They got a little bit more cool.
Yeah.
Double foul call, 3:37. Go ahead, Coach.
And we talked about this in the hoop circle. Sometimes it can be bigger than the moment, and sometimes people can't stand up to the moment. This is mind-boggling to me right now.
Drive up, Breed, follow and score, Allen Breed.
Great job once again. Another offensive rebound by Mceachern and an easy stick back by Breed.
I just, okay.
We're kind of shell-shocked over here, aren't we?
3 minutes to go. I apologize. I'm over it. Let me get back to my professionalism, but I'm sitting literally in front of all of those calls. I'm looking at Cooper and McElroy sit on the bench with 4 fouls. Here comes Chaplin. Chaplin drives to the foul line. Pass is kicked out. It'll be a turnover. Emmanuel Collier could not chase it down. 2:47 to go. Joel Hilton alongside Lewis Preston. We are courtside, and yeah, Coach Gilligan feels it as well. He calls a timeout, full timeout call with 2:47 to go, 44-36. I'm going to keep it right here. Coach, we talked about it. The first 7 minutes of the game were outstanding, and since that 1 minute mark, it seems like a high volume of calls and some being questionable with the talent that's on the floor.
I've always said, in a game like this, you got to let players play. And this is just a situation where I just think it got out of hand in that last minute and has not been able to get back under control. There will be discussion about this the next time we get together on the hoop circle. I promise you that.
I don't like, I know you call fouls and fouls are called, but I mean, we've had 9 fouls called and we've only played 5 minutes in the third quarter. Just to recap it for you, this is not me harping on it. This is game reset action. Sharife Cooper, 4 fouls. Quentin McElroy, 4 fouls for Mceachern. Damian Dunn, 4 fouls. Jalen Benjamin, 4 fouls for Meadowcreek. How much scoring is sitting on the bench? Both of them.
Yeah, a lot.
All right, so here's your lineup. Jared Bush, Allen Breed, Braden Sparks, Isaac Okoro, and Jarrett Jones for Meadowcreek. Emmanuel Carr and Wilford Campbell got a steal. Wilford Campbell in the backcourt. And the pass was tipped. Watkins-Causey recovers and dunks it home. Jamari Watkins-Causey flies in and dunks it home.
Letting their defense be the offense to get the Meadowcreek Mustangs back into this game. 6-point lead for Mceachern.
Collier, Chaplin, Campbell, Green, and Jamari Watkins-Causey. Okoro goes below the free throw line, gives it to Sparks. Braden now gives it over to Okoro back. He's worked on by Chaplin. Chaplin with extensive defense on him. Now he gives it over to Jones. Jones in the corner to Jared Bush. Bush holds. He worked on by Green. Back out to the middle now between the rings. Now Okoro. He asks for the screen. Foul call on Wilford Campbell. Saw that one coming. Wilford Campbell picks up his 3rd foul. 2:06 to go, 3rd quarter. 44-38. It seems like the scoreboard is stuck. Here's Breed. Breed has it, puts it on the floor. Now gonna drive. Breed stops in the air, floats up, and he was fouled. Lead official called it on Kedrick Green, his 4th. So at the free throw line, it'll be Allen Breed. Breed coming in at 9.8 points per game. He has had himself a pretty good game today, Coach, with 13.
Oh, great game. Been the difference maker. My MVP right now.
Breed, free throw. In and out. No good. He was previously 1 of 1.
He must have heard my MVP comment.
No, the MVP is going to be whoever's the 7th and 8th man off the bench. Kedrick Green staying in the game with 4 fouls. Breed, free throw, good. It's going to have to play through it. The one thing I wanted to get to, Mceachern earlier this year came from behind against the F2 Charter in the Cancer Research Classic after leading them and winning in their first previous meeting down at City of Palms. Meadowcreek, for the most part, has not had to come from deep margins of victory, deep margins to come back and win. They've been in tight, close games. They were trailing by 11, as many as 11 in this contest. How will they bounce back with adversity, especially with Jalen Benjamin being on the bench? Passing lane stop. Here comes Isaac Okoro with a slam dunk on the break. Isaac Okoro with a steal and dunk. Lead back out to 9.
And he looked right at Jamir Chaplin like to say, you know what, I'm coming at you again, young fella.
Jamir has 11 in the contest. Okoro has 9. Now here's that's Collier. Emmanuel Collier has it. He's worked on by Sparks. Now gives it over to Jamani Watkins Causey. Gives it to Kedrick Green. Green hesitate. Green right down the lane. He kicks it out to the left. Open in the corner. Emmanuel Collier, 3-ball, no good. No foul call. Rebound by Green. Up and in and scores. Kedrick Green. That's a brave soul going down there with 4 fouls.
And once again.
And 1.
Extra possessions by Meadowcreek. That's what's made them a championship program. There's a great example of it.
Foul called on Jarrett Jones. That is his 3rd. And we were worried about Jarrett Jones with 2 earlier.
Exactly.
But I like how Kedrick Green went down amongst the trees, got the board, and put it back in. He's playing with 4 fouls. But now what does that tell you about Coach Curtis Gillian? He trusts his point guard to be able to make sound decisions. You must adjust. Man, is it going to be some adjust in the last 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Free throw, no good. Okoro rips down the rebound. Kedrick Green, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Now, anybody on the floor, you might not want to pick up a cheapie. 40 seconds, 47-40. Mceachern with the lead. They're moving left to right. They're all in the blue. Okoro has it. Okoro down the lane. Okoro, let me get some butter with that roll. Isaac Okoro went right down the lane. Jamir Chaplin gambled.
Isaac Okoro, we have evidently awakened a sleeping giant in this 3rd quarter.
It's almost like playing with glass right now. Yeah. Kedrick Green is in the game with 4. Jalen Benjamin in the game with 4. Green gonna drive, left his feet on the pass to Collier. Collier attacks, layup, he left it short. Rebound is tipped off, here comes Allen Breed running. Breed, foul given by Jamir Chaplin. That's Jamir's second.
Oh no, called the travel.
Really? Oh, a traveling violation. I'm sorry, they've been blowing the whistle so much for foul.
You talking like me now.
I'm sorry.
I apologize. It's taking the last game of the year for me to convert you over to my side.
No, not converting me over. 6 and 1 10 seconds. The GHSA has a fine job to do, a tough job in assigning officials. I just think sometimes the officials don't understand the talent on the floor. But at any rate, it's a 9-point game, 49-40, 6 and 1 10 seconds. Next foul. Both teams have 16 fouls. It's going to come down to the free throw line. And there's another foul call. If they called it on Dunn, he's out. Damian Dunn just fouled out of the game.
Goes Allen Breed.
Breed, okay, he put up 1-0. Allen Breed. How many fouls on him? You want to guess?
3.
Team 7th. 1 and 1 coming up. Jabari Bailey and Wilford Campbell getting ready to check in. Let's see, Wilford Campbell will come in. Jabari Bailey's going to come in for Dunn the shooter. 6 and 1 10 seconds. Man, Sharife Cooper has sat a long time. Quentin McElroy has sat a long time. That's just the way the whistle blew. 49-40. This is touchy stuff. We talked about Coach Thompson. We talked about Coach Gillian. Here you go adjusting now, huh? Free throw up and in, good for Damian Dunn. Big points here.
By the way, you and me being about this basketball life, a long time.
Yeah, I think that's what it is sometimes. We've seen the players play in so many different environments and playing so many tough games. We actually know what the talent level. I'm not coming down on anybody because it's the championship game we wanted, but you know, you're just going to have to play like you're playing on glass now with 4 fouls. Green and Benjamin both go to the bench. Free throw done, good, and now Dunn will go to the bench. I mean, you want to see, you want to talk. I've never seen offense for defense in the 3rd quarter. Substitution. but that's just the way it is. All right, 7-point game, 49-42. Jarrett Jones will be inbounding. Jones looks, gives it into Cooper, to Okoro. Okoro into the forecourt. Okoro gonna go all the way, drives up, offensive foul call. And you know what, Coach? That happened right in front of us. Watkins Causey sold that one. Give him an Academy Award.
He must have been watching Denzel Washington in Training Day earlier.
But
that was a great sale.
Okoro with his first team foul. He sold it, though, but that's another thing as a player. If you know that whistle's going to be there, go ahead. I mean, it happened in front of us. Watkins Causey, he sold that. Man, did he sell it. Jabari Bailey gets it in there. Benjamin Long, three, no good. We are at the end of the third quarter. Buckle up, fourth quarter coming up. The Mceachern Indians 49, the Meadowcreek Mustangs 42. The GHSA 7A Boys State Championship game on Total Sports Coverage and the SUV TV Gamecast.
Every time we open our doors, we change just a little bit. Every blade of grass, every rose petal, every pen location. But the one thing that doesn't change is our commitment to an exceptional golfing experience. Being prepared to give it our all 364 days a year is not just a credo. It's our soul.
Joel Hillsman, Lewis Preston, glad that you're with us. Total Sports Coverage is on the scene at the SUV TV Gamecast in association with the Georgia Hoop Circle. The fourth quarter of the boys 7A GHSA State Championship underway. Mceachern and Meadowcreek, glad that you're with us. Wherever you are, Mceachern moving left or right. They're in possession. Oh, great hands, Coach Preston. I see you.
A big man. I got paid to do that.
But you saw I almost had it too now.
You almost knocked my headset off.
Right, well, that's a quick reflection. Bush, Breed, Okoro, Sparks, and Jones on the floor, the five for the Mceachern Indians. Jalen Benjamin, Jamir Chaplin, Kedrick Green, Jamani Watkins Causey, and Damian Dunn. Do you realize Dunn, Benjamin, and Green each have 5 fouls on the floor? This is a bold move. 4 fouls, excuse me. Knocked away, out of bounds, and it will go to Meadowcreek.
The question for Coach Thompson, at what point do you put Sharife Cooper back into the game?
He's getting antsy on the bench.
Antsy's an understatement.
He's been sitting since, what, the 4:27 mark?
Four.
Chaplin now will inbound it. They move right to left. Here's Kedrick Green. Green now will come up with the right-hand dribble. He's picked up by Braden Sparks. Sparks has gotten massive minutes off of the bench, as has Jared Bush for the Mceachern Indians. They did not give us the third quarter stat sheet there at the end of the quarter. Green is going to attack. Green layup, no good. Rebound, Watkins Causey couldn't get it. Jones gets the board up ahead to Bush. Bush to Okoro. Okoro now going to come and attacking on Dunn. Goes up, offensive foul call. That was a bold call right there by Damian Dunn to take the charge. 2 fouls on Okoro. Both of them have been offensive.
I'll tell you one thing. The chippiness between these two teams.
That's not worrying me as much as.
No. I totally agree with you.
It's good, hard-fought basketball. It is high-level basketball right now.
These are arguably the 2 best teams in 7A in the state.
I mean, I'll just go ahead on and say it in the state. Yeah, but one is an Adidas team, one is a Nike team,
exactly.
One is Stackhouse Elite, one is AOT. I can just say it.
We can keep going on and on.
So it's good high-level basketball. Right now it's in the GHSA. It's Meadowcreek and Mceachern, and it's good. 3-ball, Benjamin, good! Jalen Benjamin!
Huge shot by Benjamin right there to make it a 4-point game, 49-45.
That's why it was so big with his fouls, because he was cooking. 49-45, as Coach said.
It's 6:40 to go in the game. You got to get Sharife Cooper in now.
4-point ball game. Spinning around on the left side. Bush and Breed play pitch and catch. Dunn is playing extremely tight defense with 4 fouls. I mean extremely tight. Here's Okoro. Okoro going down the lane, left hand, good. Isaac Okoro driving and scoring.
Big time move right there by Okoro to the left. Going to be a great fit for the Auburn Tigers.
You know what's so interesting? He has 2 and Chaplin has 1. That might be her to come down. Benjamin jumper. Jalen Benjamin is about that life. Going to UAB. 4 fouls and all. Another hoop from Benjamin. 5 1/4. 4-point game. 2 minutes gone by. 5:55 and counting.
The interesting thing is the Jalen Benjamin we're seeing in the fourth quarter was the Jalen Benjamin the last 2 games. Region championship, 2 games in the state playoff that we've seen in the first quarter. Tone setter, he might be the finisher.
Foul called on Jamir Chaplin. Each foul the rest of the way, both teams are shooting. 19 foul on Mceachern, 17 fouls on Meadowcreek. Okoro, free throw, 1 and 1, no good. Rebound comes off now to Jamani Watkins-Causey. You're going to have to make free throws in March in Georgia in this building if you want to be a champ. It never fails.
You've got to get Sharife Cooper in the game now.
He's moved closer and closer to the scorer's table.
But he's not at the scorer's table.
Benjamin now with the left hand dribble on the left wing. Benjamin drives, open. Kedrick Green, a corner 3. It is no good. Rebound comes off to Allen Breed, who has had his fingerprints all over the game. Gets it up ahead to Okoro. Okoro picked up by Chaplin, who would not let him get to the basket right there. Peels it back out. They'll work on it on the State Farm logo. Now he has it 51-47, 5:17. The center hanging scoreboard clock inside the Macon Coliseum reads. Back on the GHSA midcourt logo, Okoro has it. He's worked on by Chaplin, who's not getting a 5 count. So he's going to drive. Gives it back off to Sparks. Sparks now back out to Jared Bush. Right now, Mceachern almost feels like they're just buying time. 3 minutes gone, fourth quarter, 4:55. Here's Breed to Jones. Jones back out to Okoro. I'm actually not mad about them doing this when there's foul trouble involved, and Coach Thompson walks up and calls a timeout. Mceachern calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them right here across the network. Welcome you back courtside. Joel Hillsman, Lewis Preston. 4:49 to go. Mceachern 51, Meadowcreek 47. Total Sports coverage and the SUV TV Gamecast in association with the Georgia Hoop Circle. The 7A GHSA Boys State Championship. Glad that you're with us wherever you are. Mceachern inbound, side out of bound. Okoro gets it in the Breed. Sharife Cooper back into the contest, Coach. Along with Quentin McElroy, each who have 4 fouls.
Sharife Cooper literally sat out an entire quarter just now.
He did. Cooper goes behind the back. Now he peels it back out. 4.5 to go. Cooper hesitates at the top, pulls it back out to Okoro. 4:24, fourth quarter. The final quarter of the high school basketball season in Georgia. The number 1 team in the nation, Mceachern, on the ropes. Drives, Breed, not there. Gives it back to Cooper. Cooper goes baseline, turns. Pass was tipped and deflected out of bounds. Right now, it's more of a bleed the clock, stall ball type of thing. 4:08 to go, 51-47, 4-point game. It's going to come down to free throws.
He's trying to call it.
Now Coach Gillian is going to call a timeout. He only has 1 remaining. Mceachern has 2. I'll ask Coach Preston's opinion after this break. coming out of a Meadowcreek timeout. Meadowcreek has 1 full remaining. Mceachern has a full and a 30. Coach, you like that timeout by Coach Gillian. Why?
I think it had to bring his team back in and calm them down a little bit because it's getting so chippy right now.
Turnover.
The turnover.
Mceachern.
Right.
Continue your point.
But once again, it was getting so chippy, he had to calm them down. They got back to who they were right there. Watkins Causey with a deflection, tip-off Jones, turnover, Meadowcreek ball.
Chaplin would be inbounding it. Just to remind you, 9 team fouls on Mceachern, 7 on Meadowcreek. Jalen Benjamin with 4. He's in the game. He's on the ball. Gives it to Damian Dunn. He has 4. He's on the right wing. Benjamin, pump fake, got both people in the air, but they didn't go for it. McElroy on him defensively. He has 4 fouls. Benjamin drives, flips it over to Dunn. Dunn stops over to Watkins Causey. 3:45 to go. And Okoro reached in and got the steal. And then a foul call. Let's see, who's the foul going to be called on? I'm waiting for the official. He's looking around, and now he calls it on Jamani Watkins Causey. We'll go down and shoot free throws with Isaac Okoro, who is 0 of 2. That's the second foul on Jamani Watkins Causey.
Could have actually called the foul on Okoro for slapping half his arm off.
1 and 1. 8th team foul for Meadowcreek. 3:42 says the center scoreboard hanging from the Macon Coliseum roof. Okoro goes to his free throw routine. Good on the first one. He'll get one more because it's the 1 and 1. 5-point game. Okoro on the season, 22.7 points per game. We talked about it, Coach, about Meadowcreek not liking to allow more than 50 points. During the playoff run, they're only allowing 47 points. Right now, Mceachern held to 52. You call a lane violation, or did Damian Dunn just fouled out?
It's a bad call.
So Damian Dunn will foul out of the ball game. He has 9 points and then have to go take a seat. He pulls his jersey out. Coach Gillian didn't agree with it.
It's a bad call.
And Quentin McElroy will go to the free throw line. No time move off the clock. Mceachern back to the free throw line.
That call had 0 impact on the game.
Ninth team foul on Meadowcreek. McElroy's at the free throw line. He goes to his free throw routine. He sticks it up with the left hand and it's good. Quentin McElroy, he has 4 points in the contest. He also has 4 fouls. Each team with 9 team fouls. I don't think there's been 18 fouls, Coach, in the second half. I don't think there's been 18 fouls. Just my opinion. I'm being vocal. 54-47. Here's Benjamin. Behind the back, tricky dribble. Worked on by McElroy, who has 4 fouls. Benjamin, alley, no oop. Chaplin couldn't finish it. Breed with a long lead pass out to McElroy. McElroy goes up and he was fouled by Emmanuel Collier. Foul was given hard by Emmanuel Collier. That'll be his first, and that was a hard basketball foul.
Yeah.
Quentin McElroy will go back to the free throw line. He just went 2 of 2. 54-47, 10th team foul on Meadowcreek. It was a shooting foul anyway.
Yeah.
Refs get together. They've had a number of conferences ever since the end of the first quarter. All right, 54-47, 3:27 to go. Joel Hilsman, Lewis Preston, glad that you're with us. SUV TV's coverage of the live Gamecast. And Total Sports coverage in association with the Georgia Hoop Circle on the 7-8 Bulls State Championship. Free throw is good by Quentin McElroy. Coach Preston, it's still an absolute pleasure to work with you. And to the listening audience, I'm just trying to bring you in.
No.
Trying to bring you in. Just trying to bring them in. Not you, but...
Yeah. I think one of the most important things watching this game now, Meadowcreek, is still 3 minutes, 15 seconds, and it's plenty of time. They've just never been down by this many points.
9-point game. Benjamin drives. Now, I would say this. Go ahead and start attacking the paint. There goes Benjamin through the hole. Layup. Oh, the wizardry of Jalen Benjamin.
Incredible.
On the attack, 7-point game. Under 3 minutes to go. Meadowcreek trying to win their second state championship in as many years. Mceachern trying to win their first ever in the boys. They got a fistful of them on the girls' side.
Yes, they do.
Here's Okoro. He gives it over now to Breed. Breed now with the right hand dribble. He gives it back out to Cooper. He's picked up on by Campbell. Cooper drives in the air. Open McElroy. McElroy going to attack, go down the baseline, back out. Cooper, top side, 3-ball. Skips off the sidearm. Jalen Benjamin gets the rebound with 2:27 to go. Here's Benjamin with the right hand dribble across the logo. Now he hesitates and puts it in the left hand. Goes open 3. Benjamin, no good. It kipped off the right of the iron. Rebound up and ripped down by McElroy. He outlets it now to Okoro. Okoro comes to Breed. Breed catches in the corner. They're going to be extremely patient. He gets it back out to Cooper. 2:10.
Oh.
Campbell tried to shoot the passing lane. Cooper going to attack all the way, and he was fouled extremely hard by Jamir Chaplin. A good hard basketball foul. And Sharife Cooper gets up and walks in front of the Mceachern student section and asks them to get up and make some noise. A hard foul given by Jamir Chaplin on Cooper. Basically, that foul was like, I'm going to make you earn these.
Absolutely. Old school.
Oh, an intentional foul called on Jamir Chaplin. Technical foul called on Jared Jones. Technical foul called on Tamani Watkins-Causey. All of that just happened right now. So Tamani Watkins-Causey picks up his third on a technical foul. Jamir Chaplin picks up his third on an intentional foul. And Jared Jones picks up his fourth on a technical foul.
I do not think it was an intentional foul. I think it was a hard foul. I do understand the double tech right there.
The crowd is leaving, Coach.
Yeah.
The crowd on both sides are leaving the gym at 2:03 to go. 56-49. I do not believe the people that are leaving the gymnasium at this moment. Coach Gillian he's wanting an explanation. Coach Thompson is wanting an explanation. But the people that are leaving the Macon Coliseum right now, with 2:03 to go in the 7A state championship, on both sides of the building. 2:03 to go. Cooper free throw is good.
You're never going to be able to explain to me that that was an intentional foul, because I think he went after the ball.
Free throw.
I really do.
No good. I didn't see intentional at all. You're in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. I'm sorry.
It was just a hard foul, and it did not look good. I do not think it was intentional.
In addition to that, since it is a double technical, it still will stay Mceachern basketball. 57-49, 2:03 to go. So the intentional foul called on Jamir Chaplin. Cooper split the free throws. Technical foul called on Jamani Watkins-Causey. His third. Technical foul called on, and a foul called on Wilford Kemp. Foul called on Jamir Chaplin. Chaplin picks up his fourth, and Okoro will go to the free throw line.
Wow.
And I repeat, the crowd is leaving the gymnasium. I've never seen a crowd leave like this.
It's 2 minutes ago. It's an 8-point game.
Free throw. Okoro, good. 58-49, 2:01 to go. Okoro back up to the free throw line. He's 2 of 3 in the third quarter. Excuse me, in the fourth quarter. Free throw, good. 10-point game, 2 minutes to go. Kendrick Green into the forecourt. Green goes in the corner. There's a 3-ball. Kendrick Green off, no good. And Okoro got the rebound. It was stolen away. Gets it back to Benjamin. Benjamin pump fakes, put it on the floor. Now he's going to attack. Drives up.
Charge.
No. Foul called on Jalen Benjamin. He has fouled out of the contest. His career at Meadowcreek has came to an end, but man, did he go out guns a-blazing.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
19 points. Coach Gillian wants an explanation. And now, wait, Coach Gillian is going to get hit with a technical foul.
Let's give him a timeout.
They gave him a timeout.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gillian is upset. That's the last one. He's shaking his head back and forth. It's a 60-second timeout. We'll take it with you. I like going to Florida. You like Florida, Coach? Back inside the Macon Centerplex, inside the Macon Coliseum, it is the Mceachern Indians 59, the Meadowcreek Mustangs 49 with 1:47 to go. Joe Hillsman, Lewis Preston. Coach, you know what? I've never seen a gym empty like this, but we are losing an hour tonight, so maybe that has something to do with it.
I don't know. All I got to say is this. A game of this magnitude, right, with the two best teams in 7A, I should not have to talk about things outside of what's going on between those lines, between the 10 players on the floor.
100 seconds to go. Okoro into the forecourt. He gives it over to Allen Breed. Breed is trapped. Looks. They get it into Cooper. You almost can't foul. Cooper now spins it back. Mceachern, they can smell it. Foul call. Wilfred Campbell will pick up the foul. His fourth. Benjamin fouled out. Dunn fouled out. Kendrick Green has 4. Jamir Chaplin has 4. Jamani Watkins-Causey has 3. Wilfred Campbell has 4. Nobody has fouled out for Mceachern. Cooper is at the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 in the quarter. Free throw is good. 19 points in the contest for Sharife Cooper, the junior.
I will say this once, I'll say it again. The team really stepped up for him when he got in foul trouble and got that 4th foul with 4:26 to go in the third quarter.
Also, Coach, we're not going to belabor it. Allen Breed was very big.
No.
You mentioned it at the half. Jamani Watkins-Causey layup. He left it short. Rebound comes off. Chaplin goes up, dunks and sits on the rim. Surprised they didn't call that a technical. 61-51. 71 seconds. Cooper gets it up ahead to Breed. Breed has it. Foul call on Emmanuel Collier. So going to the free throw line will be Allen Breed. Breed has had himself a fabulous championship game. He has 14 points. He's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Glad that you have been with us as we complete the season in Georgia, the #1 team in the nation. Is there more basketball in front of them now is the question.
There's undoubtedly more basketball in front of them. If they don't get a Geico invite, we're not going to say anything.
Do they take it?
Wow.
Free throw in and out, no good. Jamir Chaplin gets the rebound.
I'm a little bit surprised right there by that comment.
I take it. If I'm Dr. Montgomery, the principal, if I'm the head coach, Mike Thompson, I take it. No doubt about it. Drive up, count it, and the foul. Kendrick Green with a nice drive and score. He has 6 points. He'll go to the free throw line to try to complete
Cooper out.
The three-point play, and yet a foul called on Sharife Cooper. Sharife Cooper has fouled out of the ball game. He fouled out with 20 points, and he only played, 7 minutes in this second half. The junior, they wanted to win one for Coach Thompson. They got a 9-point lead. Free throw, good from Kendrick Green. He completed the three-point play.
I just got to make sure this last minute I keep my
Please do.
my commentating hat, not my coaching hat. Come on.
Please do. Here's McElroy. McElroy takes it, gives it over to Breed. Breed now holds it. They might not even shoot it anymore, but Meadowcreek's defense is just that much on a string. 28 seconds. Here's Bush. Bush now over to Isaac Okoro. The final 20 seconds. The Mceachern crowd now stands up and they're applauding. Look at history being made. 15 seconds. Isaac Okoro fittingly dribbling it out. Man, what a freshman year he had. And he may cap it right now. They are celebrating. They're not going to shoot it. The ball was stolen by Campbell. Campbell picks it up with 3, with 2, with 1. The Mceachern Indians have won their first ever GHSA Boys Basketball State Championship in school history with a 62-54 victory over the then defending Meadowcreek Mustangs. Congratulations, Mceachern, 32-0, a perfect season.
That's very interesting that Meadowcreek's whole team left the court.
They don't want that runner-up trophy, that's all.
Yeah, I know. Wow. That is impressive right there to be undefeated.
They are undefeated, 32-0. The best record in Mceachern basketball history was 33-0 back in 2012 with Phyllis Arthur and her bunch.
Yep.
Coach Curtis Gillian will accept the runner-up trophy for Meadowcreek, but the team, and they weren't disrespectful in it. They were upset though.
Yeah.
They weren't. I don't think Mceachern will think that was disrespectful.
No.
I don't think that anybody in this gym that knows Meadowcreek think what they did was disrespectful. It was not. They didn't want any part of it. Mceachern is the state champ. Go ahead, Coach.
No, I mean, I understand to a certain point. And people are going to write whatever they want to write. I'm going to go ahead and say this right now, and I'm going to get it off my chest. I've covered a lot of basketball in my entire coaching career. That was the most awkward 32 minutes I've seen in a basketball game. But once again, I'm not going to take it away from the guys at Mceachern. 32-0 is hard to do, and they get a lot of props from me for going 32-0. Congratulations on your first ever state championship.
Quick timeout. We'll come back and look at the stats in just a moment. Joe Hilsman and Lewis Preston back here with you. Total Sports Coverage. SUV TV Live Gamecast in association with the Georgia Hoop Circle. The 7-8 champs of the Mceachern Indians, 62-54 over the Meadowcreek Mustangs. Coach, looking at the final numbers, Sharife Cooper with 20 points, Isaac Okoro with 16, and Allen Breed with 15. They were the leaders for Mceachern. For Meadowcreek, 19 points from Jalen Benjamin, 13 from Jamir Chaplin, 9 from Damian Dunn. They were the leading scorers for Meadowcreek. 10 assists on 18 made field goals for Mceachern. They only shot 34 times. Meadowcreek shot 39 times, had 6 assists on 19 made field goals. What else stands out to you on the stat sheet?
Once again, is the sharing and caring that you talk about throughout the course of the year was very evident. The key to the game was 4:26 to go in the third quarter when Sharife Cooper picked up his 4th foul, and the rest of the team stepped up. Isaac Okoro attacking the basket. Allen Breed, to me, you go back and you look at these stats overall, Allen Breed might be the MVP of the game, because if you would have told me coming in this game he's going to give you 15 points, I would have looked at you a little bit crazy. But with that being said, not going to take anything away from Mceachern. Once again, they did not take and duck anybody all year. They have played everybody in front of them, and to be 32-0, right, that's special. That's special right there. I'm not going to take anything away from Meadowcreek. What a heck of a year that those guys have had.
And they didn't duck and dodge anybody.
They didn't duck anybody either. It's unfortunate the way that this came to an end, but once again, I'm very happy for Coach Thompson, his staff, all the players at Mceachern. First ever state championship. One of the things, there's never a second first, so this will always be remembered over in Powder Springs.
Looking at some final numbers as well, Meadowcreek 48% from the field, Mceachern 52.9% from the field. Offensive rebounding overall, plus 16 for Mceachern, 28-12. Foul shooting, plus 10 for Mceachern. They were 19 of 25 from the free throw line. Meadowcreek was 11 of 15, so both teams shot good percentage there as well. 7 of 18 from downtown for Mceachern, 5 of 14 for Meadowcreek. You mentioned they're going to forever remember this in Powder Springs. You're absolutely right. This is the first boys basketball state championship. The girls have 5. Taya Cooper was a part of 3 of those, and now here her younger brother, Sharife Cooper, is a part of the first one for the boys program.
I think that just tells you that no doubt that the Cooper family is the first family or family royalty over at Mceachern. So once again, very happy for the players, for the coaching staff. Incredible. But once again, it's just I thought it had a chance to be a great game.
All right, you know how I do it. I'm joined by Isaac Okoro, man. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
Man, just talk about this ball game from your perspective, man. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. It was a chippy game there, but just tell us what happened in that contest.
We came out to the game. We started very aggressive, playing good defense. We played great defense the whole game, blocking up all their key players. Once Sharife went out, I know I had to step up and start facilitating more for our teammates and getting everybody involved.
How does it feel to be a state champ?
Man, it's truly a blessing right now. Even for Coach Thompson, 36 straight years where he hasn't got a state championship, and just getting one for him is just truly a blessing.
I remember when you were a freshman, and I said this in the broadcast, young freshman now to a senior. Just personally, take some time now and brag on yourself. How good does it feel that you know that you were a part of a team that brought a state championship to Mceachern boys basketball?
First I just want to give thanks to God, because without him we wouldn't have got this far. But man, just words can't describe how I feel right now. There's just so many emotions going through my head, just from 3 straight years of just not making the championship or winning the championship. Right now, I'm just filled with emotions.
Isaac, talk about how you changed your game in the second half. 4:26 to go. Cooper goes down with the 4th foul. That may have been as aggressive as I've seen you attacking the basket, getting to the rim. Did you just know at that point in time, I gotta stand up and put the team on my shoulders? and do what we need to do to win this game.
Yeah, this was the state championship. I was not going down without a fight. I was going to give everything I had, 110% of effort. So I know once he went out, I just had to get the ball and not to start attacking. Because when I start attacking, more defenders start drawing towards me, and there's more open shots for my teammates.
Talk about Allen Breed, what he brought to this game for you. I mean, what he did in the first half to help in regards to when you and Jared weren't scoring as much as you normally do. How did that help? And then once again, take it in to get this victory.
Allen was very aggressive this game. He was hitting shots first and second half, him and Quentin McElroy. So that really just helped us out in towards the game.
All right, Okoro, man. What a way to end it, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on your collegiate decision.
Thank you.
Now, go promise me you'll sing about this.
Nah, I don't think about that. But we'll be partying tonight.
I know that's right, but congratulations, man.
Right, thank you.
Be safe, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Isaac Okoro, who finished with 16 points. We are awaiting Coach Mike Thompson. We will be getting Coach Thompson. Great young man right there, Coach.
Yeah, phenomenal. Auburn's getting a great one out of him. He did a phenomenal job in the second half, attacking the basket, getting downhill. Once again, I think he had 5 points at the half, finished with 16 overall. Once again, yeah, I mean, 32-0. I don't care how you show it. I don't care how you shake it. I don't care how you bake it. 32-0 is 32-0. That to me is a very important and very powerful number right there. And congratulations to Coach Thompson and his entire staff and everybody in Powder Springs involved with Mceachern and the Mceachern Indians.
You talk about 32-0, and when we get Coach Thompson, I want to ask him about this. But, Coach, they went 11-0 and out of state. They played a heavy national schedule. They're number one in the nation. They beat Rancho Christian out of California, Sunrise Christian out of Kansas, Shadow Mountain out of Arizona, Springfield Catholic out of Missouri, a MEP2 charter twice.
Right.
And you know about a MEP2 charter.
I know about it. Yes, I do.
Mountain Brook, Paul VI, Miami Christian, Carver out of Alabama, and Findlay Prep. Those are not for watch, to not even mention what they did in the state, beating Meadowcreek, beating Wheeler, beating Holy Spirit, beating Norcross. I mean, it's just one of those things that's really tough. We've got Coach Mike Thompson coming over. Yeah.
I watched a little of that hoop circle. I might have some questions for y'all.
Oh, I like it. That's what I like. Coach Thompson, congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, talk about this victory, man. 64-52. First, let's talk about this game, this victory.
You know what? It's satisfying to, I guess I thought that 31-1 would have been really tough. And not tough for me, but tough for our kids, because they'd have had to handle a lot of, you guys really didn't have a great year, and I think that's a shame, but knowing the pressure they've been under to stay undefeated, I just really got some great competitors, and they get along so good. In today's climate where kids are moving, and we've had that happen too to us, and you just can't beat 5 kids that love each other. And, that's kind of what we got. And our bench loves we just have a great chemistry. I was really happy for them, man.
Coach, you talked about it on the hoop circle about how you thought your team was tougher. Last time you guys lost was the Norcross on the road. You haven't lost since then. Does this solidify that you've got this team tougher throughout the course of the year?
I think so. We talked about that 3 minutes after we lost to Norcross. We were just soft. And I've been calling them soft for 6 months until we got back to practice. And, we did some things that we felt would make them a little bit tougher in practice. Not physically tougher. Our kids are physically tough. It's just the mental toughness that you have to withstand. And I just think, we didn't have that. And so I think they've bought into it. I think they did a great job. And I think after this game, I don't question their mental toughness. Somebody else might, but I don't,
Coach Thompson, I asked Isaac this. I'll ask you this as well. Sharife picks up his 4th foul, 4:26 to go in the third. You don't put him back in the game, but 4:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Talk to us about the thought process in regards to that, because I'm going to be honest with you, with about 6:25 to go, I'm like, all right, he's going to put him in. He's going to put him in. Talk about the trust that not only that you have of the team, that the team has of each other.
Well, I think that's strong. I think we have a good, I think there are other guys on the team that think they can get the job done if he's not in there.
Okay.
In my mind, when he fouled for the 4th time and I looked at the scoreboard, I instantly picked the number of 4.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if it gets below 4, I'll put him back in the game.
Okay.
And it didn't. We got down under 6 minutes in the 4th quarter. We were still up 4. And so, I felt like that was the time, to put him back in. So that's how I did it.
Okay. In regards to the schedule you played this year, once again, you didn't duck anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Ematep Charter twice, Paul the Sixth. I mean, you've played everybody. Talk about how this schedule has helped in regards to this moment and possibly playing a little bit more basketball after this.
Well, I just think that, anytime you can play against high-level competition, it improves your team. And, we played against the best. I think it gives them confidence. They gain confidence in it. And, with those wins came confidence. And I just think they know deep down that they can play against anybody. And, and I don't know, that they're always going to win. But I know this. They're going to fight, and they're not going to give in to anybody.
Coach Thompson, 11-0 on the national schedule, 32-0 overall. You've just won the school's first boys championship, so you can go down and talk to Phyllis about that. You caught up a little bit with that. But just honestly, take a moment and brag on yourself. How good does it feel?
It does feel really good. I told my kids after we beat Norcross in there last weekend, I was sitting in a chair and they're dancing around and I'm just sitting there and they're like, Coach, what's wrong with you? And I was crying a little bit and I told them, I said, 36 years is a long time, guys. I mean, to coach basketball, to love basketball, and to finally get in a situation where you're going to go somewhere that you've never been before. I mean, it's a thrill, but you can't do it without good players. I've had all kinds. I've had good ones, I've had not so good ones. And I'm not any smarter today than I was 10 years ago, but I've got better players right now. So, when you get smarter as a coach, I probably give them more rope than any team I've ever given. They make more decisions than anybody else, but, they've shown they can handle it, and if you're going to handle it, then, you give them a little more decision making,
So, Coach, he jostled around. This is my job right now. 32-0, number 1 team in the nation. If you guys get invited to Geico, are you going?
We're already going. We already got invited, already signed the contract. We're going already. So, to be honest with you, they invited us before this game ever started. So
I'm going to ask you right now. He played around with it. I'm going to ask you directly right now. Number 1 team in the nation, 32-0. Are you going to Geico?
Yes, sir, we are. We're going to sign the contract already. So we're going to take a little time off, and we're heading up there. And it's like you said, we've never ducked anybody. And I've had people tell me, if you win the state championship, you shouldn't go because you've proved everything that you can possibly prove. And I understand that, but I don't agree with it because we haven't ducked anybody all year long. And you know what? We're not afraid to play whoever, so we're going to go throw it in there.
There you heard it right there, Coach Thompson.
Yep.
Go celebrate.
Thank
Safe
you.
trip.
Appreciate it.
I just hope I get invited back in the gym. I know you will. Hey, Coach, congratulations. Seriously.
There you heard it right here on Total Sports Coverage, SUV TV Gamecast in association with the Georgia Hoop Circle. Mceachern Indians have confirmed they are going to Geico's National. They will go in 32-0. Quickly, your thoughts on that, Coach Preston?
Can I get on the bus? Because I know you already got a spot. I mean, the way he was talking, you already got a ticket. But once again, happy for Coach Thompson, 36 years, first state championship. You could hear the emotion, but I think also you could hear the humility in his voice. And so to everybody involved with the Mceachern Indians, congratulations and thank you for representing Cobb County. I just hope I can get back, over the border into Cobb County later on this evening. So I'm going to let you take it from here.
Coach Preston, man, thank you, brother.
Man.
Wonderful working with you.